In today's news, inaugural 3rd District Job Fair held today. Anti-crime summit to be held in the BVI in early 2024. Premier in favor of increased regional collaboration on crime. An Honorable Mather says civil servants are genuinely doing their best. Now, viewers, these are more stories with 284 News return.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but here at 284 Media, we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. 284 Media proudly presents The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman with yours truly, Ron Grant, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. Don't worry, it's not all about suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 5, a 284 Media production.
Get ready for an electrifying football showdown. It's the CONCACAF Nations League, and it's coming to the British Virgin Islands. BVI takes on Dominica on November 16th, 2023 at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Ground. This is a match you won't want to miss. The action kicks off at 3 p.m., and we've got a fantastic offer for you. Tickets are just $10 for adults and free entry for primary and high school students. Ticket outlets: the BVI Football Association, CCT, 284 Media, Hazim's Beauty Supply, Mr. Nice Guy Virgin Gorda, and Speedy's Ferry Services Virgin Gorda. Don't miss your chance to witness the thrilling action as BVI takes on Dominica in the CONCACAF Nations League. Remember, it's happening on November 16, 2023 at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Ground at 3 p.m. It's going to be epic.
Welcome, viewers, to the Tuesday, November 14th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Leading today's news, the 3rd District Job Fair was held today, providing an opportunity for residents of District 3 to interact with prospective employers and learn about job opportunities available in the territory. The event was organized by Kishma P. Forbes of Virgin Islands School and Office Supplies and Julian Willock of Advanced Marketing and Professional Services, where they both teamed up with Naniki Resort and Marina to bring the event to life. But let's take a look at how things unfolded.
I'm Miles Sutherland Pilch. I'm General Manager of Naniki Resort and Marina here in the 3rd District, and today we teamed up with some residents, Julian Willock and Keisha Forbes, just to see if we could help out people looking for work in the 3rd District. We know times are a little hard right now. We've got a lot of businesses based right here in Naniki, and some bigger ones obviously in the 3rd District as well, and we've come together to try and assist with getting particularly the youth employed and anyone else looking for a position. This morning we actually have some jobs for Naniki, either at the hotel or down at Peglegs, and we have a number of other businesses that might not be here setting up on a table that will come down and at least chat to some of the people looking this morning. So looking forward to a productive day.
I'm the Workforce Development Manager with the Department of Labour and Workforce Development. So we're here today at this job fair. We're here today to speak to the community about the opportunities that are available to Virgin Islanders and belongers at the Department of Labour. The Workforce Unit is responsible for ensuring that Virgin Islanders and belongers are trained and developed to meet the workforce demands. So we're hoping today that persons would come down, employers and employees or prospective employees can register with us and have their name placed in the pool. And employers can register their vacancies with us and have us advertise their vacancies with the persons in our pool. Basically, we're there to create a marriage between prospective employees and employers. Virgin Islanders and Dilemmas, they can go to the government website, look under the Department of Labor and Workforce Development, and fill out the employee registration form and basically register their talents with us. On the form, it has the email that you can send to workforce@gov.bg, or they can visit the Department of Labor and they can complete a form and we can add them to the pool. Also, once you're added to our pool, the added benefit is that we have ongoing soft skills training. We've collaborated with various agencies such as the BVI Tourist Board to do customer service training. So you will get an opportunity to be a part of that training as well.
My name is Jada. I'm with NADP today. We're at the job fair. The positions we have currently are sous chef, food expediter, line cook, and waitresses, housekeeping, and plumber. So people have came and I've given them out applications and stuff. Yeah. All right. It's really good to come out and partner with other companies and other businesses, and show what we have to offer to the community.
I'm Susan Zaleski, and I am head of Marine and Maritime Studies at the H. Labadee Stout Community College. And we're also here with Joseph Wells, who is our workshop supervisor at the department. And we're here representing the Workforce Training Division with some of our short course offerings, both in marine and some of our other fields like technical studies. There will be an upcoming carpentry course for technical, and there are scholarships available. So we're just here today collecting information from people to let them know about some of the programs that we have at the college.
Okay, cool. And outside of today, how can people register or get information on the courses?
Persons can come at any point to the department or to Workforce Training Division to inquire in person. And then the college is also represented at job fairs and events around the territory throughout the year.
Plans are underway to host an anti-crime summit in the British Virgin Islands in early 2024. But this is according to Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, who made the announcement at a recent press conference. Premier Wheatley said the summit is part of his government's plans to quell the rise in crime that the territory has been experiencing as of late.
One thing we're going to be doing, and I'm aiming for January, is to actually have an anti-crime summit where we can bring together various stakeholders and exchange ideas about what we can do about the growing problem of crime.
Despite the recent surge in reported crimes, Premier Wheatley believes the territory remains one of the safest destinations in the world.
We're still one of the safest places in the world. I want to emphasize that. One of the safest places in the world. But we want to go back to the days where we used to leave our doors open and we and didn't have to worry about whether somebody would come in and do us harm. So we're still a very safe jurisdiction, but of course we have to arrest the growing trend of crime that's creeping in on us.
Up next, Premier in favor of increased regional collaboration on crime, and civil servants are genuinely doing their best, believes Honorable Mather. These and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
This November, the sun rises on the northernmost island of the Virgin Islands and shines over an unforgettable 3-day experience. The Caribbean's most anticipated food festival, the Inaugural Lobster Festival. The 24th to the 26th of November, the island's best restaurants present their best lobster dishes and other delicacies while you and 3,000 of your closest friends soak up the sun. Enjoy music from top bands, seaside activities, and win awesome prizes. There's nothing quite like the Inaugural Lobster Festival. The 24th to the 26th of November. Book a room or catch a boat and be there. You'll see it's the taste and fun you need.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back, viewers. Should the BVI leverage CARICOMs resources to fight crime? Well, this question was recently posed to Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley during a press conference. It highlighted the contrast between relying on the United Kingdom versus countries within the Caribbean community for crime-fighting assistance, given the stark differences between life and crime in the BVI compared to the United Kingdom. Premier Wheatley offered his perspective.
And the short answer is yes. And we've already had a lot of assistance from our Caribbean brothers and sisters through CARICOM. And I forget the name, I'm not sure if the PS can remember the name of the security organization in CARICOM. It's like Compacts or Impacts. It's Impacts. And of course, the head of Impacts came to the BVI and was assisting us with our advanced passenger information system and has assisted us with other things in the past. But I agree with you. I believe we need to start relying more on our CARICOM colleagues and all of the different CARICOM organizations. We're appreciative for whatever resources are provided to us through the United Kingdom, but I agree with you. In the region here, we have to work together more because, of course, all of us face a similar challenge here in the region.
He also reflected on some key areas of crime where regional cooperation would be particularly valuable, such as drug trafficking and the fight against illegal firearms.
Of course, we know the illegal drug trade coming up from South America, making its way up to the United States of America and other places. All of us in the Caribbean are impacted by that. All of us in the Caribbean are impacted by the proximity to the United States, where most of the illegal guns in the illegal guns in the Caribbean originate from the United States. So a lot of us are facing similar challenges, and the more we work together, the better we'll be able to solve crime, which is a transnational problem.
Dr. Wheatley further noted the value of seeking CARICOM's assistance beyond just crime, explaining that increased integration is part of the BVI's growth.
That can even help us in areas like labor. There's a CARICOM labor organization where we can get information, that we can get policies, best practices, etc. So, and this is a part of our growth and development as a nation.
What a recently conducted Just for the Record series, the first 100 days in office by 284 Media, a Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly and Territorial at Large Representative Honorable Stacey Mather spoke about his first 100 days in office. Mather was the highest vote getter in the territory's most recent general election.
The last 100 days has been incredibly interesting and enlightening. I have been out of the public service for, I think, almost 20 years. So getting back into the public service I see our elected leaders as civil servants, public servants. So as a political person now, I've had to dig deep and familiarize myself the best I can with policies that government has, regulations, expectations in terms of what an elected official does in the role as a territorial representative, at-large member, opposition member, and then, more recently after election would have been the deputy speaker's role. Enlightening, and that's what it's been in terms of the last 100 days. But it's been enjoyable.
In speaking on his ability to help residents, Honorable Mather shared how he has been able to do so thus far.
I would say that I have helped people that are more tangible, or I should say more acceptable. When I wasn't elected, one of my biggest challenges was getting in contact with our elected officials. A simple phone call or a call back, a message back or something like that. Now, a lot of our persons or citizens in the BVI, they have a diverse number of needs, and many of them are financial. In the role in which I sit, based on regulations after the COI, the financial requests are not something I can honor directly. Some people want just information, and I've tried my best, and I think I've been good at it. Like I said, learning the processes, where should you to get help? is the limit to which you can? What is the process? So I would say for me, I've been effective in gathering information, pointing people in directions where they can get in whatever way they're trying to get. And in some instances, it's something simple. It's like, where do I apply for a scholarship? Okay, you're gonna call the Ministry of Education. They have a website, you're gonna look there. Okay, I tried maybe doing this with government, but I can't get it done. Okay, let's try this other avenue. Well, I can't get in contact with this person. Okay, let me call the person and see if I can find out what's going on with this with you. So in that respect, Ron, it's done two things for me. One, it's connected me with people more directly. I've been able to give them access. I've been able to learn the processes, because if I'm not sure how to get you a water meter and you're asking me that question, I'm not gonna ask you what you've done. I'm gonna call, ask the process, call back and say to you, have you done this? And if you're willing to give me your name, then I'll ask, where is your application at? And if I'm able to get that information, then I feel I've accomplished something. In the bigger sense of it, learning my role and where my perimeters are and how to work with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle as respectfully as possible is something that I'm learning to navigate and appreciate.
Okay.
Because I do think everyone genuinely wants to help the country. And I put myself within that bunch or that bundle as well. So I approach everything in a positive manner, trying to see where someone sits and what is the difficulties in terms of problems that have existed. What have we tried to solve them? How is the bureaucratic red tape keeping us down? And what really can be done about it? And if I can add my voice to the voices before that sought to change things to benefit people and make things, especially access to information, easier, then I'll lend my voice to it. And if I'm the only one who thinks that it needs to change, I'll stand alone.
Honorable Mather also shares some of the top needs of residents, and in doing so, asked residents to be patient with civil servants as most departments are understaffed.
Most simple for me, I would say, is financial. Financial. Okay. People are having a difficult time, and it's not new, where previous call and there was discretionary funds that you could get from a representative. So, for example, an at-large representative would get $150,000 per annum. Now you get $60,000 and an additional $6,000. The $60,000 is allocated for the setup of an office, running an office. We don't have funds, and even the district reps, they don't as well, to give to persons if they're in need of food, rent, electricity bills, buying books for their children, back to school supplies, just about anything you can think of. So people, some are aware, some are not aware that we do not have
that change.
Yeah.
We no longer have access to that.
So, getting frustrated that someone is hurting and needs help is not the way I prefer to go. I prefer to understand this is your need, and I'm going to try and see how I can find out. So that's one. Second one has been immigration issues. Like I've applied for my status, or I'm trying to get my work permit sorted out. And again, some people might not realize that those two departments are short-staffed. It's been spoken of several times, and I can honestly say most of the civil servants that I've interacted with, 99% of them have been cordial and friendly, and they're generally trying to do their job. And that hasn't been a different experience from me post-election, because pre-election, if someone called me and I asked someone for a favor, whether it was a civil servant for information, they would gladly give it to me. So I just want the public to be aware of the fact that a lot of the government departments are short-staffed. People are working weekends and long hours, so give them a chance.
Viewers, for the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Well, up next, he is afraid to upset his Apple Card, says Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull on Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley. And Turnbull also reflects on his first 100 days in office on our series. First 100 days in office on our Just for the Record series. Well, these stories, 284 News return.
Is someone going to get that?
Hello.
Hello.
So nice of you to have cleaned up for us. Hi, baby.
We're like in-laws that don't show up unannounced.
Don't worry. I've got this.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Is that my lunch? Is that my lunch?
We're like the coworker that doesn't eat your lunch.
I'm John. I'm John.
CG Insurance. good like that.
Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun people.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Listen.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. 2nd District Representative Honorable Melvin Turnbull has alleged that there is an ongoing attempt by Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley to persuade members of the opposition to join the Virgin Islands government. Turnbull made the claim at a recent opposition press conference after criticizing the Premier for failing to make decisions that are critical to the territory. But the opposition legislator referenced the failure to have the Public Accounts Committee formed, blaming Premier Wheatley for creating the issue, which stems from the composition of his administration. Turnbull believes that the Premier's decisions are linked to his fear of losing a member of his team and ultimately the government if that individual is not in agreement with his decision and as a result decides to cross the floor.
The PAC Public Accounts Committee is still unable to be formed because you have right now the Premier appointing all his members as ministers. And according to the law, none of them can serve as a member of the Public Accounts Committee. So this has gone on since we've been sworn in from April to this present day. He has not made a decision because he's afraid to upset his apple cat.
But due to this uncertainty that stems from the results of the April 2023 general election, Turnbull revealed that there are ongoing attempts by the Premier and his supporters to have members of the opposition join the Virgin Islands government.
And he's talking about who want to be Premier and who want to be Deputy Premier, but every day he behind all the way over here to come over on his side because who he don't want to fire and he afraid will leave. If we're going to talk the things, let's talk all the things. Because every day, the members will tell you, we getting phone call and WhatsApp from his supporters to come on this side because he needs support.
The 2023 general election resulted in the Virgin Islands Party retaining 6 seats, the Progressive Virgin Islands Movement 3 seats, the National Democratic Party 3 seats, and Progressives United 1 seat. Needing just 1 seat to form the majority to create a new government, a surprise move by at-large Representative Honorable Lorna Smith sealed the deal for the VIP to be sworn in under the leadership of Premier Wheatley. Well, tune in to our 284 Media tonight for a new episode of Just for the Record First 100 Days, the program that brings you closer to the core of our democracy by providing elected members of the House of Assembly an opportunity to reflect on their first 100 days in office. Well, in tonight's episode, we welcome our guest representative for the 2nd District, the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull.
It's an amazing feeling. It's a feeling that is humbling. It's a feeling that is nostalgic. It's a feeling that reminds me that this great little nation called the British Virgin Islands is filled with possibilities. So I am excited to be here representing once again the people of the 2nd Electoral District, the areas that concern them, that is concerning everyone, the areas of water, the areas of the road infrastructure, the area of just getting simple things done. So I'm calling on the Premier and Minister of Finance, who's responsible for customs and immigration, to deploy more officers so that we can create that environment that we're known for, which is tourism, which is paradise. The 2nd District community, I will keep saying it, is the tourism hub of the Virgin Islands here on Tortola. I have now made it my pledge. I've started in the last term. I'm going to cut bush with my community. until my hand blister. But whatever we need to do, we're going to do it together because we're going to realize our strength. Returning to basics, returning to what got us elected, got me elected in the first place, where the priority is the people.
The full episode with Honorable Turnbull will begin at 8 p.m. sharp, only on CCT Live's 284 Media channel. Also, stay tuned on Facebook, YouTube, and 284media.com for a subsequent release of tonight's episode, which will be available from next week. Today's online release features Deputy Premier and at-large Representative, the Honorable Lorna Smith, OBE. But viewers, the full interview can be found on all of our social media platforms. With that said for today's news roundup, be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.
Is that my lunch? Is that my lunch?
We're like the coworker that doesn't eat your lunch.
I'm John. I'm John.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Is someone gonna get that?
Hello.
Hello. So nice of you to have cleaned up for us. Hi, baby.
We're like in-laws that don't show up unannounced.
Don't worry, I've got this.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hop. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?